Hi everybody. Welcome to Vinny's Witching Hour. I'm your host. I'm your host, Witch Vinny. I told you all last night I was going to watch Halloween Kills after I get off work, and I did. I got off work at 2:30 and I stayed up until where I'm at it's 4:36 right now. So yeah, it was a long movie, but it was well worth it. I loved the movie. It didn't disappoint. John Carpenter, you never disappoint on your movies. Jamie Lee Curtis, you're always going to be the queen of badasses in horror movies. Um, yeah. Oh, and on a side note, Halloween Kills is not the ending, is not the last battle. My apologies. It's Halloween Ends, and that one does not come out until next year, 2022. So I do apologize to to all my witchlings out there for misinforming you. I was a little misinformed myself, but we all make mistakes. We're not all perfect. Now, now the last battle, I believe, with Laurie Strode and Michael Myers is going to be at the same hospital in number 2, where Halloween 2 is going to be at it's going to be at the hospital. I believe Michael is going to head to the hospital to go try and kill Laurie Strode. He did it in part 2, where she was taken to the Haddonfield Hospital. Why not try it again in the last and final Halloween franchise? I don't know if that's the case, but I believe it is. I don't know if it's going to be though. Don't quote me on it. Don't take my advice on it. That's just when I saw the movie. That's where I see it might be taking place. Now, they had the chance to kill this beast in the street where they were doing it. They were beating him bloody. And they had the knife that he was stabby people. And they had a chance to stabby him in the head. Take the knife and just stab him in the head. I would have made sure that mofo would never come back again. But what do I know? I watch too many horror movies to know. Like one character said in one of the Friday the 13th movies, I think. I watch enough horror movies to know that you don't trust that anybody who wears a mask is not always friendly. So I do want to say all the characters in the movie, Anthony Michael, I think his name was Michael McDonald. All the characters in that movie did awesome. I just don't understand how I don't understand. My thing is the nurse that played as Dr. Loomis's assistant nurse. I thought she died in Halloween H2O, where Michael went to tracked her address down and got her and went through her house, ransacked through her house, find out where Lori is, and he killed her. He killed her teenage neighbors, but I thought he killed her too. I guess not. This movie was awesome. Yes. I highly recommend you watch it if you haven't watched it. And I'm sorry if I did a couple of spoiler alerts, but understand. Oh, one last spoiler alert. Remember how everybody said that Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, wasn't part of it? Guess what? They tied it into this movie. Yeah, and you'll see where they tied it in. I'm not going to say where it was tied into it, but you'll see where they tied it in. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how high is it? 1 being the lowest rating and 10 being the highest. There is no scale above. There's nothing above 10 that I can give. This movie was above 10. This movie was freaking awesome. I do apologize, y'all. I'm looking around. I have dogs in my room. I have dogs where I'm at, and the oldest one is making a little noise. But I just want to tell y'all, this movie is awesome. And I thank you all for tuning in to Vinny's Witching Hour, and to all my little witchlings. Have a wicked good evening.